Guys, Miss Greg here. I hope you're all having an awesome day. Let's jump right into it today. The first thing on our list is making sure our attendance form is filled out on time. Remember, if you are not filling out your attendance form on time, then I do have to mark you absent for the day. The next thing on our list is our vocabulary. This is actually the last vocabulary list I'm going to be giving you. We are going to start a short unit just on the gods and goddesses in Greek mythology. You guys will learn a little bit more about them with Mr. Cook once you get to his class, so I didn't see a need for us to spend too much time on this. Alright, so let's jump right into our vocabulary. Our first word is myth, and I'm sure this is a word you guys have heard before, whether it was with Mr. Ferrick or another teacher. It is a traditional story. Usually it's passed down by the spoken word, so it's said for a very long time before someone writes it down. It usually has something to do with an early history or of people, or explaining something that happens in nature or some social phenomenon. So something that backs up some social norm, and it usually involves supernatural beings or events. So all the stuff you guys are going to be reading over the next 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, are all going to be about different gods and goddesses and myths. Our next word is oligarchy. It's a group of rich people that run the government. We're going to take some time to look at the government within Greece, because it is a major historical fact, I guess you would say. It is a major historical, it's something that we look back on because it's the invention of democracy happened within Greece. So the oligarchy is when rich people rule it. Greece did have that for a while. A monarchy is when a family runs the government, and it's going to be important to know that just so we understand what happened with Greece. And finally, democracy. A democracy is a system of government by the whole population or all the eligible members of a state, typically through elected representatives. So it's basically very similar to what we have. It's where everyone gets a say in the government. So we have the oligarchy, which the rich people run, the monarchy, which a family runs, and then a democracy, which is run by the people. Our next word is politics. Politics is a really big thing within Greece and within, we could say argumentatively, Greek mythology too as well, because we are going to see some politics play out between some of the gods and goddesses that you're learning about. So they're the activities associated with the governance of a country or other area. So when we talk about politics in our world, we're talking about the government. So people like our local representatives, senators, the president, anyone who is an elected official or has something to do with the government, has something to do with politics. Our next one is interpretation. It means the action of explaining the meaning of something. So it's when we look at a piece of work and we explain, what does this mean? The word interpretation is going to be used in one of our videos, and I wanted to just point that word out because even though a lot of us might know it, we're going to be looking at interpretation in a different viewpoint. So interpretation is going to be used more so as a way that we think about something, a way that we think about a piece of literature. Our next word is credo. It's a statement of belief. So that's all we need to know about credo. When we're first learning about what a myth is, we're going to hear that word, and I just wanted to point it out so we had some background about that word. Etymological, serving to explain something by giving a cause or reason for it. So we have etymological myths that explain something. Those are going to be some of the more popular myths that we see. And our last word is primitive, as having quality or style that offers an extremely basic level of comfort, convenience, or efficiency. So anything that is primitive is going to be very low in comfort, very low in convenience, so ease of use, or not efficient. So those are our words for this week. They are the last of your vocabulary words. After this, we'll be done with vocab for the year. After you have taken a look at some of these words, I did post a review on Google Classroom of these words, so we can kind of have the opportunity to at least review them one time before we start really digging into some of the meat and potatoes of the next 2 weeks. All right, guys, I will see you later. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.